Hey guys, what is up? It is Dangeles, and welcome back to episode 164 of Constructing Los Angeles. So guys, this might be a record for Constructing Los Angeles. This might be a new moment. Might be the first time I've ever started the episode at nighttime. So, special moment today for CLD. Guys, the reason why I'm at nighttime is I want to show you guys what the awnings look like, the finished product of the awnings at nighttime. So I've been working hard these last couple days in between episodes, working on these awnings, trying to get these things done. So here is the finished product of what this thing is going to look like, and I'm very, very happy with this. So I'm just going to kind of show it off, guys. I built them on both sides. I'll give you a whole bunch of different angles, but basically, you know, it's kind of like that design that we started off a couple episodes back. And I just kind of refined the design, filled it all in, added some like support beams and things like that that connect to the stadium. I even added these glowstone panels here, and that's supposed to be kind of like the big floodlights at the top of the stadium. The one thing about lighting in Minecraft is actually you can't get lights that are more powerful than other lights. Every single lighting source in the game is the same power in terms of like the radius of light that it covers. So obviously, you know, in a real stadium, the big lights on the top of the stadium will flood the entire field and light the whole place up at nighttime. Not the case in Minecraft. So that is one thing that is a little bit interesting, just to kind of note. But here is what these awnings look like, guys. Let me give a nice flyby. They look really good at nighttime, which is why I want to show them at night to start, and then I'll sleep off the night. But here's what they look like, guys. I put a couple of LDs on the top of them. I might not keep those, but it's there. And that is the finished product of the two awnings over the upper decks. I think this is exactly what the stadium needed. I love this, guys. I was really happy with this. It took me a little while to finish it and kind of refine the design, but it was well worth it. So let me fly out here, guys, and show you what it looks like from this side. So as you can see, pretty well connected to the top of the upper deck. So I thought I did a pretty good job with it. That was going to be the hardest part when I kind of envisioned this design, was connecting it to the upper deck, because I didn't want it to look weird or out of place. But anyway, let's go ahead and sleep off the night, guys. In fact, I need to turn on the daylight cycle, and I will go ahead and find a bed. So, guys, again, thank you for tuning in to CLD. Again, lots of, I'm happy right now, so because I got these awnings done, and I think they look just fantastic, and they're exactly what I was kind of thinking about in my mind when I kind of envisioned this. Got a little inspiration from Seattle Seahawks Stadium in Seattle, Washington. Kind of those awnings that go above the stadium. So got a little bit of inspiration from those and other things, but it kind of occurred to me that if doing a domed stadium in Minecraft would be really hard, because it would be so difficult to light the place, you know what I mean? Because it's the lighting in real life lighting is so much more effective than Minecraft lighting. So it would be, if I had a closed off stadium with no natural light like peering in, oh man, it would be so hard to light the whole field and everything. So I'd probably have to like replace the snow with carpet, and then put glowstone underneath of it to light the field, which is kind of cool idea. In fact, I might actually still do that, because I think that would be cool at nighttime to have like the whole field lit up. We'll see. I might experiment with that another time. But yeah, the stadium's coming along great. Again, can't load the whole thing into one chunk like completely, but at least we have these awnings on, and I'm really happy with these. So on today's episode, guys, we're going to work on the stadium a little bit. I have an idea, a plan in place for today's video. So I've been kind of you know, thinking back and forth about some designs that I can do, and I want to add another scoreboard over here. So we have a big scoreboard. It's not quite in the chunk. There it is. So we have a big scoreboard over there, just on the other side of that green wall, and I'm basically going to do another scoreboard over on this side, kind of like slightly hanging over the top of these seats in the mezzanine level. So that is the plan for today's video. So we're going to see how this goes. Of course, I'm going to start off by putting in the scoreboard. Just like totally forgot what word I should use there for a second, but yeah, we're gonna do that. So I also have a question of the day coming up in a little bit, guys, so stay tuned for that. But this scoreboard is gonna be ideally a lot bigger than the other one, so we want this one to be kind of like the standout, you know, major scoreboard. And the goal is that, like, no matter where you're sitting in the stadium, you have a scoreboard that you can look at. So obviously from here you can look at either that scoreboard or that scoreboard, and if you're sitting down over here on this side of the stadium, you can look all the way across the way and look at that scoreboard, and the same goes if you're sitting on that side looking at that scoreboard. So just try to make everything, you know, connect nicely and all that stuff. So again, let's make this one real big. So I'm going to take this out a few more blocks here. I want this to be a much larger scoreboard than the other. So how's everybody doing? Welcome back to CLD, guys. Again, thanks for coming out today's video. So we're just kind of grinding through this stadium, and you know, I was kind of just, I was working on this last night, obviously getting those awnings finished, and that took me a little while. So when I had that done, I was just kind of like looking at the stadium's progress, and it kind of made me sad a little bit, because I noticed that this right here is still made out of clay. And you know what that means, guys? That means that I haven't touched this since the city texture pack came out. So this is natural texture pack right here, and that just makes that just kind of boggled my mind, because that was like a year ago. Like, believe it or not, guys, the city texture pack has been out for like a year now. So man, I got to I gotta work on that. So I've been really neglecting the inner workings of this thing, but I didn't expect the stadium to take this long, honestly. But I just want to get it done, and I know that once this thing is finished, it's gonna be great. I'm just worried about having it outdated, because I know the stadium already is pretty outdated because it's built with snow. Obviously, if I was building for this texture pack, I wouldn't build with snow. Obviously, there's a lot of clay on the ground, so the transition between the city and the natural texture pack about a year ago kind of hurt my progress on this thing. But you know, trying to get this thing done little by little, working on it almost every day last few days. So trying to get these awnings squared away. It took me a long time to kind of figure out the design for the awnings, but now that they're here, great addition to the stadium. So okay, so we have a big widescreener over here. It's a lot more of a widescreen than the other one. Is that symmetrical to the middle of this? I think it is. Let me just make sure. So if this is the middle right here, we got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Okay, so it's a 25 block wide screen. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So 25 by 10 widescreen display here. That's fine with me. So now obviously we can't just leave it floating like this, so we're going to connect it, and that's our goal right now. So I'm going to try to do my best to connect this thing to this wall here. I have dabbled with the idea of extending the upper deck, wrapping it all the way around and connecting it back over there. Might still do that, might not. I might add some seating up here and then kind of have like the big screen in the middle. But again, I'm trying to cut down on seating that gives you a terrible view of the field. So, for example, like these seats right here don't have a very good view of the field. So, trying to cut down on those kind of seats and just kind of working the plan of the stadium around that. Like obviously up here, there's not a lot I can do about it. Being up here, you know, we've talked about this before, but it's just the dimensions and the proportions of Minecraft don't really match up. So you don't get a great view of the field from the nosebleeds. But then again, in real life, you really don't either. So it's not the end of the world. But anyway, let me grab some blocks here. I guess I'll just grab a stone block for a second here. And my goal is just to kind of support this thing as best I can. So I'm gonna have some staircases, some angled staircases coming down as like a support beam. I just got stuck in that block for a second. That was terrifying. Okay, so we're gonna kind of get this filled across here. And I've dabbled with like with scoreboard, you know, kind of like designs before. Obviously, we had the scoreboard kind of squared away at some point, but we kind of changed it up. So there's been a few changes here and there with that, but hopefully this one is here to stay. I know those awnings are there to stay. I'm not going to tear those down again. Those are a keeper, without a doubt. Maybe I'll do that as well. Oh, wait, no, never mind, there's a carpet there. So that's fine. So I have one connection right there. Let's see how that looks. I just want it to, you know, be supported. That's pretty much the goal right now. Okay, so we're going to place a stair here, and we're going to place a stone block like that. So, guys, while I'm doing this, I'll get to the question day a little bit earlier than I normally do. I noticed I've been kind of, when I answer a question today, I answer them like way too late in the video. So I'll answer it right now. So today's question day comes from Aurora2, and I think we may have gotten a question of the day from Aurora before. I'm not sure. The name looks familiar, so I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, this may be the first two-time question of the day participant. So thank you for the question and all the responses if I am correct about that. But anyway, the question is, Dan, have you ever played any instruments or tried to play any instruments? I chose this question because I have some funny stories about it. So, you know, I have played any instruments and I have tried to play them. So I guess yes to both answers or both questions. So when I was in, I believe, 8th grade, I got a electric guitar because I was kind of into that at that time. That was back when like Guitar Hero was popular, so I was kind of into that. So I got an electric guitar and I started taking lessons for it like over the summer before I went into my freshman year of high school. And I was pretty bad at it. I kind of learned like basic things. Like I learned how to like do like some of the most basic songs like Iron Man and like Smoke on the Water and like just like those really like standard songs that are easy to play on the guitar. I learned all that stuff. But overall I was really bad at it. I kind of just like stopped pursuing it, especially because I was busy with other things like sports. So yeah, I did try to play electric guitar which was kind of a fail. In fact, I still have that guitar, and it's like kind of tucked away in the corner of my room, but it's like a, you know, like starter guitar, like a little Fender. But yeah, I did that, and then I have some other funny stories with music. So back in like, I guess like 3rd or 4th grade, when you're in middle school, you have to play like the recorder for like your class, like for your concert. And I like remember I was so bad. Like you get certain like ribbons depending on how good you are. So you could get like, I think like green ribbon was like the lowest level. Like you pass like the first song's test, and then like the next one was I don't know, maybe a yellow ribbon, and then it might have been black. I think black was the best one. And I remember I only got the green one, and like everybody else got like black or like yellow, and I was just really bad at the recorder. So when we ended up going into the concert, and I ended up just kind of like blowing into it because I had no clue how to play. So I didn't like play along with the song. I just kind of like put my mouth on the recorder, and I kind of just like pretended that I was blowing into it, but I really wasn't. So that was funny. Not one of my brighter moments trying to learn how to play the darn recorder. They force you into learning music when you're not good at it. I can't play music. I'm just not. It's not one of my talents. So yeah, that was a funny thing. But I've dabbled with some. That's like the 3rd time I've used the word dabbled this episode. But I've messed around with some musical instruments in the past. Not with much success, but it has happened before. So thank you for the question. And of course, you guys can, as usual, leave your question of the day submissions in the comment section or on Twitter at FPSDan is my Twitter handle. I wanted to make another announcement, guys, that I actually have completed my search for seed for Survival Island Season 3. So we have found the seed. Thank you for all the submissions, countless number of seeds that I went through. I kept, like, right when I thought I found a great seed, like, I got another suggestion from another subscriber for an even better seed. So we found our island. I'll give you just a quick hint, guys. It is a much bigger island than, while I'm thinking about it, I might as well turn off Daylight Cycle. It's a much bigger island than Season 2. So Season 2's Island Artemix was the seed name for that one. That was, like, an amazing island and really probably one of my favorite series we've ever done. But I think Season 3 has a chance to be even better because the island that we're doing it on is like a fantastic island. It really is. It's an awesome island. So I think you guys will really enjoy it. And looking forward to getting started with that really soon. So hopefully within the next week or so, Tyler and I will buckle down and start recording the first few episodes. So yeah, Survival Island Season 3. The hype is real. I'm going to put out a trailer, most likely, for Season 3, like a little, like, short, maybe 2-minute long trailer to kind of give you guys an introduction of what is going to happen during the season. So that'll probably come out within the next 3 or 4 days. Again, I have to, like, edit it and do a little bit of building for it. So, yeah, I just want to give you guys some hints on what we're going to do in the series. We're planning on doing, like, kind of like a little bit of a modded series. Like, it's going to be... it's going to be like kind of like these challenge modes, and like we're going to have some fun with it. So we have a lot of like interesting ideas that we're going to try out, and I think it's going to be a little bit different from the first 2 seasons. But I think it'll still be really fun. And we're also going to have the hardcore element back for Season 3, which we kind of abandoned in Season 2, and we're going to have a nice tribute system just in case somebody dies. So yeah, that's going to be the plan for Survival Island Season 3. I'm really excited for it. Hopefully you guys will be too. So yeah, that's going to happen soon. And I just wanted to make that announcement. So yeah. Alright, so next order of business here is to kind of just... I'm going to continue just adding a few more support pillars to this this scoreboard. But right now I think we have a pretty solid design here. Honestly, I really like this. So we have like kind of the speakers on each side of it. And then I have kind of like a green and yellow background for the speakers, which represents obviously the 2 main colors for the laggers. And then obviously you can kind of walk right underneath it here without really any obstruction. I'm probably going to put some food courts out here in this open space, just to let that be known. So we'll get to that very soon. But let's just kind of wrap this up by, let's see. I'm going to place a slab here and a slab there. And we could probably also do a little bit better job of adding some support to the back of this. So I'm going to grab some cobblestone walls. Cobblestone walls have been like a blessing for this build. It's just a great block for just looking like you're supporting things better. So it kind of just like looks like, bars that run across and help support the design. So it's been great to have these things, no doubt about it. I wish I had them from the very beginning of the build. All right, so something like that, and then I might even actually take across another bar here running through, just so it's really well supported like that. So let's see how that looks. Oh, that's perfect. So There we go, guys. We have our scoreboard design right there. That looks pretty nice. I'm gonna have to figure out what I want to do with the numbers. Obviously, I could. Let's see. Let's just experiment with this right now since we're on the idea. How would I make a 2? You know what? I have an idea. Let me look at the S, because 2. I know 2s look kind of similar to the S. What if I just made like an S, but I kind of just like flipped it? That might be a good idea. So if I have, let's say, where do we want to do this? How tall are these again? I think they're 4 blocks tall, right? 4 by 3. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree, Bob. Okay. So 4 by 3. So we got 2 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's break that. So 3 and 3. Perfect. And then they're 3 blocks out. So this right here would be the shape for that. And then we'd have another one right here. I'm just putting zeros in for now, guys, because just to kind of figure out what the numbers are going to be. So we have like those right there. That looks pretty good. Let's see, 2 blocks away. So the same thing on this side. And we're going to go 2 blocks away, 3 blocks up, like that. We'll jump a block and then add some more. So, right, I don't know if this is going to look good. Again, I don't like adding large numbers on scoreboards. I don't think it looks very good. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, that actually might look good instead of like having the glowstone. All right, let's give it a try. So, and then right here in the middle, I can just put like a little dash or something like that. That might ruin it though. No, that looks good. That surprisingly looks really good. Okay, so let's figure this out. So for a 2, obviously, let's just start by like just carving out the shape. So let me grab some slabs as well. So this is going to kind of come across like that. And we can break that. So there we go. We have a 2. So 20 isn't really a common score in football usually. I mean, 21 is much more common. That's 3 touchdowns. So we'll add 21 instead of 20. And honestly, I could even just like, I could do something like that. Oh yeah, that's nice. Okay, so we have 21, and then let's make that'll be the laggers, and then we'll have the second team. We'll say we'll have them score 10 points. How about that? Or maybe not 10. Maybe, yeah, let's do 10. We'll do 10. All right. So we have like that, and then for these zeros, I'm gonna make these look a little bit more fancy. So something like, whoops. This is basically the same as an O. So let's see how that looks. 21 to 10. Not bad. That looks pretty cool. All right, now let's make the 2 a little bit more fancy, and I think we'll be good. So let's see here. So I'm gonna do a stair and a stair and a slab, and then okay, I think I got this. So this becomes a stair, and this becomes a stair, and this becomes, whoops, that's not right. Upside down, upside down. There we go. And that's obviously a good start. And then what we want to do is we want to turn those into slabs. And then we can break that and break this and break this. Place an upside down stair here. Break that, place an upside down stair there. And there we go. We have a little bit more of a fancy 2. That might be too fancy, no pun intended. It kind of looks a little weird. Maybe we won't do that. Maybe just on the bottom I'll just mix up a little bit. So maybe I'll do that instead. Nope, wait, that looks bad. Maybe like that, and then instead of having this go like crazy, like okay, that might look a little bit better. Now it looks like a Z. All right, you know what? New plan. We're just gonna go back to the way we had it. So like that. So there we go. We got a 2. Not too bad. Again, no pun intended. I don't know. I'm just trying to like work this design a little bit and see if I can get it perfect. Again, that looks way too much like a Z. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna win no matter what I try. How's that? I think we'll go with that. Or no, you know what? Let's get rid of this 2 slabs on the side. So we'll get rid of that and we'll get rid of that. I think that should be good. Yeah, that's all right. That's just okay. I honestly kind of liked like the normal too. But that's pretty good. All right, so there we go, guys. There's our scoreboard. You know, I just can't. I'm sorry, guys. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. Let's go back to what we had. So we do this, right? Whoops. Breaking blocks I don't want to break. Imagine that. So that's what we had, right? Just like a standard 2. Yeah, that's better. That just looks better to me. All right, so there we go. 21 to 10 is the score. I like that. That looks pretty good. All right, so we have 2 scoreboards here, and honestly, now what we can do is we can put the same score over here. So we got 2 blocks up, 1, 2, 3, 4. We should probably pop some splash potion and night vision in here so I can actually see what I'm doing. How tall is this? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, because this is the same height. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. All right, so this one is... Wow, that's actually funny. If I just add like 1 extra thing on each side of this, it'll be the same dimensions. So let's just do that. All right, I didn't even realize that, but that's better. So now we can add the same exact thing. So it'll look exactly the same. Okay, so we got the 2 goes up 3, so we got like this. Okay, like that. And then this goes across there. So that's 3 up and 2 out. And then we have the 1 with our slabs. 1, 2, 3 of those. We'll do the same thing on this side. Again, our score is 21-10. Laggers have the lead because we are the best team in the Minecraft Football League. We can beat anybody. This is our home field, guys. We have a loud and rambunctious crowd that tend to get a little bit belligerent sometimes. So that's never a good thing, but that's okay. So what was the score again? Oh yeah, 10. I was like, wait, what number? I was about to put like a 4. I was like, laggers are falling behind. There we go. And then this isn't right, so we have to take this one and move that over 1. There we go. So 21-10 on that scoreboard as well. Looks a little bit better than what I had before. In fact, what I should probably do is make these this little dash a little bit smaller of a number, or a little bit smaller. So I'll do slabs instead. Oh, that's so much better. All right, so there we go. 21-10 on that side. Same thing goes over here. 21-10. We have our awnings. It's kind of like cool being underneath the awnings with night vision because you don't really get any of the shadows, but check it out, guys. We have the scoreboard right there, which is nice, and then we have another one right there. So we have 2 scoreboards now here on the stadium for you know, all the fans. They get a view of the game no matter where they are. And under here you can still kind of like walk through here, no problem. There's no like obstructions or anything like that, so that is good. I think this is pretty solid. You know, this is exactly what I was kind of shooting for when I started this episode. I'm pretty happy with this. What I might do is I might actually extend the yellow here just 1 extra block with the quartz on top and bottom as well, just so it's out just 1 block further. Kind of accentuates that color just a little bit more, which I like. So there we go. There we go. So all right, guys, that looks great. So that's a nice little thing we built today. So one more thing I'm gonna do just to kind of match the other side. So I'm gonna grab these stone bricks and put the slab, and then the slab. Okay. Maybe I might even just kind of like extend the slab up so it looks like it's connected to this scoreboard a little bit more. Yeah, that's cool. All right. So guys, that is it. That's where we're gonna conclude today's episode. Thanks for watching, guys. We built another scoreboard here in the stadium. We got the awnings put in. You know, slowly but surely, guys, we're getting this thing kind of squared away. So my next focus, at least for my building, is to figure out exactly what I want to do with these, the interior of these press boxes and I guess luxury suites. Then I got to figure out what I want to do with this grass, and then I'm going to start to work on the locker rooms, all the inner workings of the stadium, because most of the parking lots on the outside are done. You know, all the parking lots are finished and all that stuff. So last thing we got to worry about is just kind of the inner workings of the place. But anyway, guys, these awnings look awesome. The scoreboards look really good. The scoreboard is a little bit dark underneath it there, but I don't want to do glowstone, so there's not much I can do with that. I can probably find a way to light this a little bit better. Well, I'll do some experimenting, but guys, I'm going to end the episode. Thanks for watching, everybody. It's been Dangeles. I will see you guys on the next episode, 165, in a few days. But until then, guys, have a good day, and peace out.